check out this dude. He's like the king of the block. Every day, he's got a parade of ladies coming out of his tiny 332 square foot crib, arm in arm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 50 babes, dude. Homeboy's got some serious game, juggling all these ladies at once. The hallway packed tighter than Times Square on New Year's Eve. Even kings back then didn't get lucky like this. Jack next door. His eyes are popping out. What's he got that I don't? Yeah, Jack's good looking, but his girl, phew, she's past her prime. Meanwhile, our old geezer over here might look a bit sketchy, but his ladies could start their own soccer team, and they're all dime pieces. Jack's probably kicking himself thinking, why can't I get a piece of that action? But here's the real kicker. These ladies treat our old guy like he's royalty. They're all lined up, screaming their heads off whenever he steps out. This old guy's so slick. He's got himself 50 girlfriends all at once. And every day his ladies line up at the door, waiting to greet him. But the dude, he just strolls right through like it's no big deal, waving his hand like giving orders, and bam, everyone scatters. Now, Jack next door is scratching his head in envy and confusion. I mean, come on, this dude's all greasy and sketchy looking, yet he's swimming in girlfriends. So Jack decides to do some snooping. He spots these 2 big bags of cans in the trash and his curiosity's piqued. The dude threw them out just yesterday. Jack digs through them and what does he find? Beauty can, each with a picture of a girl and her stats. And get this, one of them is the blonde bombshell from next door. Now Jack's really stumped. What's the deal with these cans and the dude's girlfriends? Time for Jack to do some detective work. The old dude's scoring big time with 50 girlfriends, and Jack next door's all green-eyed and hellbent on cracking the mystery wide open. He sticks a cup against the wall, hoping to eavesdrop on the action next door. Once he's sure the old dude's out, Jack sneaks across the balcony, and man, the old dude's balcony is a real spectacle, decked out with bras and panties hanging all over the place. Jack tiptoes into the old dude's place. The place is lit up like a Christmas tree, with walls plastered in girls' names. In the bottom of a box, Jack finds the last can, a beauty can. What the heck is that? Just this time, he hears the door creak open. Talk about bad timing. He grabs the last can and hightails it over the wall back home. Back at his place, Jack takes a good look at the can. There's a picture of a knockout on it. Goes by the name Sid, 20 years old. Following the instructions on the label, Jack scribbles his name on the lid. So now this beauty's gonna be all like Jack's my man. Want a girlfriend? All you need are these cans. Here's the trick. Crack open the can, pour the red liquid into water at a toasty 104 degrees, slap the lid on the tub, and kick back for 30 minutes. Jack, to play it safe, stashes away all his girlfriend's stuff, then plops down on the couch, waiting nervously. Suddenly, from the bathroom, a sweet voice calls out, "Hey Jack, mind tossing me a towel?" Jack nearly jumps out of his skin. Can really conjure up a babe. He's like, sure thing, and throws the towel over. Then, the bathroom door swings open, and the skinny arm reaches out. He hands over the towel hastily, only to be warned not to peek. Later, the bathroom door swings open again, and there she is, dripping wet, wrapped in a towel. She's looking all shy and coy, every bit as stunning as the girl on the can. Jack's jaw practically hits the floor. This is unreal. She's got a pretty face. She's all dolled up now and casually sidles up next to Jack. It's clear she's already pegged him as her man. This dude's got himself a whopping 50 girlfriends. Then there's his neighbor Jack, pulling a girlfriend out of a can, and she's a real looker. When Sid whips out her phone, Jack's like, whoa, even the Tin Man's got a cell. But then Sid drops another bombshell. She's got a roommate and a gig as a barber. Looks like Miss Can's got a whole social circle going on. Jack's eyeing Sid snoozing on the couch, thinking it's time to make a move. He decides to try for a hug, so he goes in for it, but Sid quickly shoves him away and tells him off. Hold up, I'm not just any gal. Then she just storms off, leaving Jack scratching his head. Ain't opening a can supposed to get me a girlfriend. Anyway, what gives? Can't even get a hug. How's he supposed to tie the knot and start a family? With no other choice, Jack hits the streets to find Sid. He finally spots her shivering at the convenience store. Jack whips off his coat, apologizes sincerely, and convinces Sid to come back home. Lesson learned. You can't rush these things. This is some kind of miracle can. When you crack it open, poof, a girlfriend appears. But this girlfriend ain't letting Jack get even a hug. Jack figures he'll cozy up to the girlfriend a bit. Believe it or not, Sid's starting to thaw. She even whips up a fancy breakfast, though it tastes like cardboard. Still, Jack forces it down so he doesn't let her down. After breakfast, Sid's out the door. Jack's like, where you headed? Sid's like, off to school. Jack's even more confused. Does this canned girlfriend have a life or what? To find out, Jack reads Sid's instruction manual. Turns out, Sid loves the sea. Jack takes her to the beach. Hand in hand, they frolic in the sand. Sid leans her head on Jack's shoulder, and sparks fly. Finally, Sid accepts Jack as her boyfriend. Back home, Sid even helps Jack trim his hair. She's eyeing a necklace, but Jack's pockets are dry. Sensibly, Sid says she doesn't want it. This old dude's a real stud, juggling 50 girlfriends like it's nothing. Turns out, he's got a can that pops out girlfriends. Jack sneaks one, and boom, girlfriends out. They're just starting to hit it off when Jack gets hit with a bombshell. Girlfriends have expiration dates, and hers is April 15th. What's that all about? What happens when it hits the deadline? Does she go bad, moldy, or just vanish? Jack's freaking out. Sid's crashed out on the couch. Jack covers her up and sits beside her, only to catch sight of something strange, a barcode peeking out under her clothes. Is she some factory-made product? Jack discreetly checks her clothes, and sure enough, there's a barcode, and right below it, the date April 15th. Jack's heart sinks. That's Sid's expiration date. He hugs her close, holding onto every moment like it's precious. Cracking open a can get you a girlfriend, but poor Jack's got a girlfriend with a ticking clock. She's got just 3 days left on the shelf. What happens when she hits her expiration date? Jack's scratching his head. He doesn't want Sid to feel any regrets, so he goes all out and buys that necklace she's been eyeing. Meanwhile, Sid's at home trying to whip up something tasty for Jack. She takes a bite and, whoops, it tastes like a train wreck. As she rummages through the pantry for some seasoning, she stumbles upon a disc manual. Curiosity piqued, she pops it open and takes a peek. Jack comes home with the necklace, only to find Sid gone. There's that disc sitting on the desk, spelling out the truth. He bolts out the door to find her, but just as he steps out, his real girlfriend's back early from her business trip. Jack quickly hides the disc behind his back and tries to play it cool, but she sees right through him. And did he just change his hairstyle? Got 50 girlfriends. Would you envy that? Jack's pulling his gal Sid out of some can. But guess what? Sid's expiration date is today. She's just vanishing into thin air. Jack's on a hunt for her. Thankfully, his real gal ain't smelling fishy about it. Jack bolts into the pouring rain. Wanna give her some last-minute lovin' before she clocks out. Gotta wrap up this relationship perfectly. Finally, he tracks her down by the sea. Sid sees Jack, giving him that loving look. Jack's handing her that blingy necklace he bought. Found his true love at last. Meanwhile, Jack's real gal looks dead serious. When Jack changes, a barcode pops out, and it's expiring today, April 12th. Jack's a can dude too, expires the same day. That's a wrap. This is Kimiona Monogatari 2005 Spring Special. Now, here's the question today. Do you want to have a can that can open a girlfriend? Want to drop 111? Don't want to drop 222? Don't forget to check out the original film. Well, that's all, guys. Remember to like and subscribe. I'll catch you next time. Peace out.